Hi again everyone, Mahmoud here from the Greenhouse Gas Reporting Program. In this video, I will be demonstrating how you can use the ECCC and partners GHG reporting module in SWIM to report your petroleum refining expanded emissions data to Environment and Climate Change Canada. Please make sure that you watch my previous general expanded video as it touches upon the fuel combustion and on-site transportation screens, which are both required to complete your expanded reporting requirements for the petroleum refining activity. So let's get started. So the petroleum refining screen will be available if you have selected the petroleum refining activity from the facility activities screen. In addition to providing fuel combustion and on-site transportation information, you also need to provide specific information relating to petroleum refining. So from this screen, you can fulfill reporting requirements in Schedule 16 of the notice. Please keep in mind that the system will log you out after 20 minutes of inactivity. So please make sure that you constantly save your data so that no data entered is lost. It's always best to have all your information on hand while filling in your reports. So the petroleum refining screen is split into several sections, as you can see. So it contains input fields for emissions data, feedstock details, and additional information. The emission details section contains multiple subsections related to different processes which may be generating emissions at a refinery. Please complete all of the relevant fields depending on the processes occurring at the facility. You can also select the NA checkbox should that specific field not apply to the facility. So here is an example of how you can complete the emissions details section of the petroleum refining screen. Simply fill in what applies to the facility. And again, if something does not apply, simply click on the NA checkbox. For feedstock details, if any feedstock other than crude oil, ethanol, propane, or butane are used, you may click on the add icon under the other heading, which will open up the following screen. So from here, you can enter the type and quantity of feedstock used. Please take note of the units, as this is often a source of error. So let's quickly fill in this screen. Here is an example of how you can do that. And then you can click on Save to return to the petroleum refining section screen. For this example, I'm also going to be showing how you can fill in the feedstock details. Available in the petroleum refining screen is an optional section titled Additional Information, where you can click on the add icon in order to upload an attachment containing additional information related to the petroleum refining activity if not captured elsewhere. Please note that the petroleum refining screen does not capture information related to hydrogen production. So if hydrogen production is occurring at the facility, please select the hydrogen production activity from the facility activities screen. So for this example, we're not going to upload any attachments. So click on Cancel to return to the petroleum refining screen. And then once all your information is entered, you can click on Validate. and this will check to see if there are any issues or missing information. And if all is good, a green check mark will appear right near the petroleum refining activity on the left-hand menu. And then you can click on Save Continue. So next are the General Reporting Requirements screen, sections A, B, and C. Once you have completed your expanded screens for petroleum refining, the Load Activity Emissions into sections A, B, and C button will appear at the top of section A as shown now. Please select the Load Activity Emissions into sections A, B, and C to load information entered from the expanded screens into sections A, B, and C of the report. So this will ensure that emission totals in section A, B, and C correspond to the information entered for the activities selected. This is an expected outcome. If for a particular reason a change in the total is required, it is highly recommended that the Load Activity Emissions into section A, B, and C option is still used, and then the specific emission totals are adjusted as necessary. So let's go ahead and use this option. And now click on Yes. And my expanded emissions data from the expanded screens are now loaded into sections A, B, and C of my report. From here, please complete the remaining screens for comments and confidentiality requests. Where emission totals have been adjusted from what was initially loaded from the activity screen, please include comments in your report to explain why this was the case. After that is complete, you will be able to submit your report. If you require more guidance on how to complete the remaining screens, please follow the guidance given in the General Reporting Requirements video, as you will be required to follow the exact same steps in order to submit your report. So this concludes the demonstration video for petroleum refining. Thank you all for watching.